just when you think you've seen it all, you see something new. What the hell is that all about?
Right, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you're all doing well. This week's episode, the continuity is probably going to be all over the place because I've not been well the last week or so. So some of the jobs I'm going to show you will probably be from earlier on in the year when it was colder. So I'll probably go 1 minute from having a jacket on to a t-shirt. It doesn't really matter. The plumbing remains the same, you know, rough as normal. So yeah, it's just, I've not really been filming much this week. I've just been concentrating on my work. I've not really had anything too exciting on anyway. I've just been doing odds and sods, you know, toilets and leaks. So one job I went to this morning, it was booked in for 8 o'clock. It was like a conference, quite a posh, it was like a conference centre. It was like a posh office type building. I think they run courses and that in the day. They'd asked us to be there for 8 o'clock because they wanted us done before 9:30. It was only to change the kitchen tap. I got there at 10 to 8. I know I was a few minutes early anyway, and a lady come to the door and she said, oh, I can't let you in, you'll have to wait for the manager. I says, oh no, fair enough, you know. Anyway, I stood outside about half an hour, 40 minutes, and then somebody else came. She says, oh, I'll find out what's going in, I'll just come and wait inside. So I stood in reception like, and this other woman would come out and says, oh, who's let you in? And she marched me straight out of the building and she says, oh, you've got to wait outside. I thought, oh, sorry, you know, I was only let in. Anyway, nobody came back down. So I just left. I didn't know what was going on, so I'll probably get in trouble for that, but felt like a naughty school child being marched out of the building. I've never had that before. Normally people are all right, they'll say, oh, do you want a cup of tea while you're waiting type thing, and they'd wanted us there at 8 o'clock to get the job done before they sort of opened, because I think they like rent the rooms out or whatever. But you know, I'll probably have to go back and do that now. But yeah, I just felt like, yeah, I didn't know what was going on. I just thought, but anyway, you sometimes get that. It's never happened to me before quite like that, but yeah. We'll get straight on with the episode. I'll stop waffling, and yeah, hopefully you enjoy. Right, first job. It's freezing cold today and dark, but I'm not complaining. I'm just going to get on. I've got to put a drain down here, a drain gully. It's basically going to be like a dog wash thing in here. They've asked me, they've left this bit of the screed out, so I'm going to put my cowpine vinyl floor. It's having vinyl flooring. I should have opened that up first. But basically I'm going to set that gully up. I might have to break into the subfloor. I'm going to use a come down to 1.5 inches and just set that up. Obviously that's sort of finished floor level. It's got vinyl and another thing latex going on there yet. So we just need to set that up with the finished floor, and then they're just going to drop it in. I think it's probably got a floor dropping in. Anyway, a bit of a slope on it. There's electric corner floor heating in here. All I've been asked to do is set the gully up, and then I guess they're just going to spill out into this corner for a guess. So yeah, we'll get that done. We do 2 different ones of these. One's for vinyl floor, one's for tile floor. Obviously this is vinyl floor. So we need to set that up. As you can see, we're going to have to chop into the subfloor level or just slightly below that finish there. So bit of chopping. They'll send you an adapter down to 1.5 inches, and then we'll just have to use one elbow into the drain. So dead easy really, just a bit of chopping to do. I've invested in a new chisel bit for the new year. The old one was about a blunt, to be fair. All I need to do, mark around that, and just sink that into the ground. I don't know how hard that subfloor will be, hopefully not too bad. I'm just going to set it about there. I don't think it'll matter too much where it goes, as long as it's in this corner somewhere. Still need a bit more. Still too high. A bit more chopping. We are getting there. Another 20 mil or so. Right, we're happy with that. It's lower than the floor. Obviously we've got to fall into that drain. Not a lot, but I don't think the floor's got a lot of fall on it anyway. As I said, I think it's just for a dog wash out. So if we get that set up, the next bit, just going to get that drain cut down there somehow. Obviously this is just a 4-inch soil pipe. I say I really want one of them internal cutters, it would have been ideal, but I can't have what I ain't got, so we need it. And we need about 3 inches off that. So out of that I'll break all the way around it and then just get the multi-tool in. I don't know, we'll have a look. Let's see if we can do it this way, the hard way. All I'm going to do is multi-tool around the inside of that, all the way around. It's going to be a little bit hard to film and a little bit noisy, but you get the idea. One of them internal cutters would have been perfect though. But yeah, we'll do what we can. We'll do our best. Oh. We'll try again. Oh, tell you what, take the rag out the drain first. It'll be easier. All I was going to do with this is M&F in there, something like that. You just have to make sure that rubber don't push in, and then that will go into there. Short piece of pipe, glue that up. That's all my glues set up. Look, yeah, there's not much else I can do with that. They'll just have to screed that in, yeah, and work the falls into it. But yeah, we've got it lower and the finished floor, and obviously there's a latex and vinyl to go on there yet as well. So yeah, and all that's in here is like a trap gully, so you can lift that piece out to clear all the rubbish out. The vinyl traps into there, and then you can lift that out to clean all the stuff out. But I'll just get that bit made up and that's job done. You just need a piece of 1.5 inch, about 60 millimeters. I think that'll be fine for us. As I said, there's another little bit of screed latex going on there anyway, so it'll give it plenty of fall. So yeah, that's that little job all set up. Tricky little one, that, just breaking the floor and stuff. All the little ones seem to take all the time, don't they? But yeah, we'll get on to the next one. Right, in this bit, still got to connect the water up outside, but all they've asked me to do in here is pop they just want an outside tap. Eventually this is having a kitchen and a little water heater in there. So for the time being, I'm just going to convert it back to 15 copper, put a lever valve on, lever valve, double check valve, drain off tap and outside tap on a back plate straight through the wall. And as I say, when they get the kitchen and everything done, it's just going to have a little water heater under here. But yeah, I'm going to get this done and then I'm going to get connected up outside. The lads are digging down to find the water at the minute, so we'll not leave ourselves short. We'll just put that straight on there and get it done. I will cut that end off because it's not very square. But yeah, we won't just insert all the plastic cleaning off the pipe. That's your fitted. It's got a chamfered nut in there. It's a chamfered nut. There's no ring inside there. That straight on there. That up to that. Right in there like that. Lever valves are perfectly fine to use on water mains. Before anybody says anything, they are. Most of the new stop taps in the road are the quarter turn ones. So just give that a minute. 15mm copper will push straight into there. And lever valve straight on there. Means I can get the water connected up outside. Jet blue, always. As I say, I'll probably end up altering this again anyway. But just drilled my outside tap back plate through. I just marked them up. What we need to do, I mean that's tight to us. What I need to do is sleeve that with a bit of overflow pipe, and seal it to the wall.
I have got the water connected up. I've got the water connected up into the house now as well, so on the main supply, so that's all right. I'm not actually going to clip anything here, just because all this is only temporary. And as I say, they will be having the kitchen and stuff, but we're not doing any of that. All I've been asked to do is just put an outside tap on this supply. So that's what we're doing. I mean, we may be back to plumb the kitchen sink in and back on, but who knows? We'll just do our job. What I'll do is I'll put that soil pipe down as well that's behind. So first thing after double check valve, we'll pop a drain off tap on there as well. As I say, we'll lag this. And flux bushes in the van, so we just use the solder. I'll just give that a shine up, just because it looks better, no other reason. Hopefully I didn't get crap in it when I connected it up. I'm about to find out. Might block the double choke valve, that's all, but we'll soon find out. Probably should have moved my tools, but at least that's all on. Right, that's got that little job all done. I've done the drain in the other room and I've done this outside tap. The pipe's all sleeved. I just need to find a bit of lagging in the van, get that lagged up. I'm going to cut that drain down in that corner as well. Just leave an 1.5 pipe sticking up. I'll put another one of them bums in. But yeah, there wasn't much to do on this one really. As I said, I don't know if I'll be doing the kitchen or whether the kitchen fits us with the water. I have no idea. So we might be back in the future, we might not. But yeah, we'll I've got the next one is a block drain by the sound of it. Toilet not flushing, backing up. It's going to be a block drain. I might not film that one, just minging, aren't they? But yeah, one job at a time. This job is just an overflowing ball valve. I've just isolated the water supply and I've just opened a hot tap just to lower this tank level. All this one does, this one feeds the hot water cylinder below. So this is going into the hot water tank. This is cold water, but it goes into the hot water tank, if that makes sense. This is an old part 1 ball valve, so you shouldn't really fit these anymore, so we're just going to swap this out for a part 2. Make sure that's breathing in. Disconnect it on. That tap connected there, new fibre washer, new ball valve. That should be job done. You can see how close it is to the overflow. Disconnect the cold feed. Believe it or not, I've got a hot tap open. I might have to go and open a new one in a second. It doesn't seem to be dropping on the water level. If it was a part 2, I probably would split it. Because it's a part 1, we'll just change the whole kit and caboodle. Come on, let's be having you. That piece there is the reinforcing plate for the cistern. It stops the ball valve dragging down. The new fibre washer. Reinforcing plate. I ain't done one of these for ages actually, ball valve. I mean, I'm not complaining, it's an easy job. The difference between a part 1 and a part 2 is this has got the air gaps over the top, so you've got an air gap, so it'll always overflow before it'll go back into the valve, whereas this one potentially, I'm not saying it ever would, it could go back through the valve and into the main. It really should hit the overflow. That float's full of water as well. Let's see if we've got a new float in the van. That's probably why the ball valve's been dragging down. Can you hear it? Let me go and open another tap and get a float out. The ball valve's all changed. That water level is dropping quite a bit now. I've opened the bath tap. For a start, I just opened the kitchen tap. So new float on there. Water level's about right where it is there actually. So I'll go and shut the taps off, get the main back on, and that's this one done. Always hold your ball valve up just to check your connection. Technically I should put a service valve on it, because any float operated valve should have a service valve. It's maybe got one, but it's just as quick to turn it off at the mains. I might just have to lower that float a second. We're somewhere in the ballpark at that. So that will shut off, it's just the ball valve bouncing a little bit. Make sure we've got no leaks on the connections. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Yeah, that's job done, easy one sorted. This one's got an old 1.25" copper waste pipe. Somebody put a kitchen sink on, they've just reduced down to the trap. I just put the wet back on that because obviously the sink wasn't going down. It's absolutely horrendous. I'm hoping, well, I've got a loads out here as well. First of all, I just changed the trap because the trap was completely blocked. I mean, blocked solid. But the waste pipe's all blocked as well. It really should be 1.5 inch, but I don't know where that runs. It's internal somewhere, so I've just wet vacked it out, and I'm hoping that was what was blocking it, but we'll give it a go. We thought it was backing all the way up. And what I'll do is I'll put something in the plug hole. Yeah, it's going down. See, it said all paint in here as well, which don't help. I would say it was blocked with paint, but yeah, it's definitely going down now. I'm putting every bit of faith I've got at 5:05 on a Friday that gate valve is going to hold. My mate's just downstairs, we've just snapped a valve off. We've got a 300 litre tank up here, probably larger, and I can't get to the outlet on it, so unless they have to drain the whole tank. We've got ball valve that end, outlet that end, and hopefully it seems to shut off okay. If not, we'll snatch it. Joys of a plumber.
Yeah, I know, but it was dripping-ish, wasn't it?
He got it on. He got the valve on. I'll turn this on and you make sure you get some water out of it. Please don't snap off. If it's a crane, what is it? Some of these old ones are actually better than the new ones. Yeah, we're back on. Is that alright? You got water there now? This is fascinating content. You got water?
Yeah.
Thank God for that. Alright, yeah, I'm coming down. Now I've just got to get out of here. You're all thinking it's easy, don't you? Because it would be if I had a key for that loft hatch. But how I've got up here is, is through that lot. So I climb from one roof space through to the other. Yeah, we'll be alright. I just have to go really carefully. Now that's an interesting piece of plumbing, that is, if ever you've seen it. It's because this is a one pipe system. Somebody's added that on and then they've just linked the flow and return. I don't know, It's a weird way of doing that. I'm surprised that radiator works. All I've been asked to do is take all the radiators off. This house has been flooded, but it's a one pipe system. So for me, while they're gutting the whole place, I would have a new heating system in this, but yeah, it's one of them, innit? We'll just do as we're told. But yeah, I'm surprised, and I'm telling you now, I bet that radiator doesn't work. So this is a one pipe system. They used to use these a lot in the 70s when copper got expensive, but there really should be one pipe valves on them. The whole heating system's done in 15mm, so the one pipe valve's got a bigger bore inside. So that's where it comes up on this one, and then it splits across onto the flow and return. It is probably not the best system in the world. But yeah, interesting, you don't really see too many of them anymore. So that'll be the drop for downstairs. It comes down and swings into the radiators, and then goes under the floor and then picks back up in the lounge, and then all the way around downstairs to pick all the rest of the radiators up, all in 15mm. But yeah, we've just been asked to take these off, as I say, but I just thought I'd show you that. Another radiator there. I've no idea why they've done that like that, because I know that's probably the end of the system, but linking that flow and return together is just going to bypass that radiator completely. That radiator, I guarantee you, never have worked. But I'll just put on the ticket, when we come to put them back, they're not going to work any differently to they do now. Yeah, I'll shut up, I'll stop complaining, we'll just get these off.